Well, before we go into character side quests, we got jobs to do. So, I forgot, yeah, like, as I said, get the 4 Plosions. You'll go here. This is where we go to the incinerator. And you see, the first guy we have here, he wants those 4 Plosions. And then we're going to take ourselves to the music room. And we made 2 metronomes, and we'll be giving those to someone in there. We'll give it to this little lady right here, Yuki. And I hope you actually improved. I think by this time you may have the improvements to get the next upgrade to your rumors. Now I thought it was going to be in the research center, but actually what I'm looking for is actually in the girls' dormitory. And they're looking for 2 chroma crystals. I'm sorry, chroma crystals. And that's in the girls' dormitory. And these can be found at the Dragon's Grove. We actually haven't been there yet, but of course you should go there before doing stuff. I kind of doing it just so we don't have to see it. I don't have to go through it twice. Now with those things out of the way, as I said, the rumor, after doing some more jobs, as you do a number of jobs, you can get another rumor that gives you an increase in money, which is going to be very useful. Now I thought there was an event that was going to happen, but that will happen next chapter. And I was thinking, should I start now? But I'm going to go to the student affairs first, because I want to turn in my cash. I mean, might as well turn in the cash for the 3 jobs I did, just to get that over with. There's our nice little bit of chump change here. As you can see, our money is definitely really growing here. But you still don't want to get too wasteful with it. Just make what you need and go with that. And I think this will put us at a point where we can actually get it. I have to check. Check with Fat Boy Slim here. And we do not have it. And of course these are some of the new ones I got. Some of it are things you get just for going through the game. As you can see, I've went through a couple of searches where I didn't look at my map because I know the areas well enough. But with that, we'll be doing some. I'll do showing some equipping of my new items that I've done. Just to show off. Yeah, we'll put equip first. Now, even though you can switch the order, you always start with is always a certain order how the people are when you rotate through there. So it doesn't matter what order you have them actually, but this is the standard order they're gonna have it in. So it kind of gets annoying. And the Lando cap, and if you look at the thread, it will exactly tell you exactly what these accessories do. So of course, also the thing is that don't sell your actual equipment, because you're probably going to need it for more synthesis. Just telling you that right now, because it's going to be a big ass headache if you start selling it because you don't need it. Keep it. Now, as you saw, some of these abilities called CS Effect Plus, it means that it increases your strength of the spell, of your spells, of your common skills. Not the ones that you get through your grow book, but the ones that you get from your items, well, the equipment. And as you see Nikki here, her sledgehammer has AP gain, which means she gets a boosted, I think, a 10% increase in AP. I think it's 10%. It could be 5%. Of course, it is kind of annoying because the fact that her, Pamela's attacks are magic attack based. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And go to Machine Hail, because now we get Thunder Rain, which is a timed card attack. It drops down, puts up 3 time cards after the initial hit. Very useful. Right now he just doesn't have much of anything I can really give him. I also suggest that you probably, if you're the first time you're going through this game, you probably should make the best stuff you can for the people. Like if you make the good armor and multiple people can wear it, you should just make multiple copies of it. And right now I have no accessories for her, but that's okay. I'll get to that a little later. So now we're going to go to our grow book. And with these new items that I made a lot of items after getting these jobs done. Because one, I had the money, 2, I had the materials. And you definitely you always want to try to go for your cheaper attribute boost first. Just go for those first, because it's better to have better stats than it is to have like a new attack. Because if you don't have the SP to support the attack, then it really doesn't matter. Rising Pillar is pretty much like Blade Pillar, except a little better. We're finally able to make X Heal. And since we're making X Heal, I changed over, I believe, Roxis or Jessica to actually start making X Heals. Because X Heals heal a lot more than the regular healing. Yeah. Now with these 2 abilities, we get we recover more SP, and our support turn comes up sooner. Venom Tornado, the Thumb Hammer, you might as well get now because it can put seal, and at this point, it could be useful. I generally don't use it because I have better ways of putting seal on people, and usually the people you can seal aren't worth sealing. Now, Heartful Action is just a better version of the other action. Now, at this point, though, you probably do want to get Decoy Shield. There's a Decoy Shield because the enemy at the end of this chapter can't throw a lot of damage out. And it's usually single target damage, so you definitely want to put a Decoy Shield. So you should definitely get this one. Now let's get some stats up. Of course, speed is definitely going to be useful because it makes it so we can act more times, and definitely with somebody like Nikki, we're definitely going to be using that a lot. And we'll be getting her additional hit before we're done with that. And on the grow book, if you see an exclamation point on an item, that means you can make that item. You may not have made it yet, but you do have the necessary material to make the item, so you should make it. It's pretty much no excuse. Hey, fucker, here it is. Now Slug Drop. That one, oh yeah, that one is actually a pretty decent one. That one's pretty much like Nightmare, except of course it doesn't cost any SP, it just costs HP. And since I made some red steel and other items, you definitely want to get additional hits for your main attackers. But Flay definitely needs some speed, and since, as you can see, I use Flay a lot, since he's always in the party, as well as Vayne. They're definitely going to be most likely the ones who have the most AP at the end of this. And we prioritize, if you don't have enough AP, I always suggest getting increased defense before increasing your attack. Because it's better to be able to take a hit than actually to do more damage, because you can't get that much faster. And definitely with Roxis, I definitely want to increase his stats. You saw how devastating it was during the other ones when he was pretty much being beaten up like a pinata without the blindfold. And I don't really care too much about his additional hits. But since I still have some extra AP, might as well. And I can't get that, as you can see it's in white. I don't have my mana contract, so I can't do anything with that. And now we get some more stuff for Anna. This is why I want her to get the bonuses, because there's a lot of stuff I need to get her now. As you saw how, even though she's quick, she's still quite fragile. She's about as fragile as Roxis at this point. So definitely want to give her additional hits, because she's going to be quick and she's going to be dropping damage fast if we can get her finally to get her boost her attack number up and her attack up. Quick will be very useful. Now I didn't get her anything special yet, because she got, like, I have knowledge, increases things like that, increases, can't get anything useful yet, except the SP recovery. Like, I am knowledge increases the effectiveness of the items. So I'm done with the grow book. And now, a little save, and now we're going to make sure, as you see, there's still a couple more items I haven't made. Make sure I had enough Plosions, so we can get Flay off. We can probably get Flay off making Plosions, and change Jessica to start making X potions. Just trying to see which ones she can make. Yeah, I was making X potions since it's really easy for her. And if we want to check out Nikki, if we want her to make, at this point you probably want to have her make more items than you are to gather, because they're making material. I mean, it's good for making material. Some are good for getting materials out, but usually you probably want to just make items, because that's going to be, of course, the most useful to you. I mean, you can just go and gather items your own damn self, so you might as well start making stuff that you can use for materials like red steel and blue steel. As you can see, blue steel gives you the AP gain ability. You definitely want to have a couple of these. Red steel, I'll have her make that. And now I just did my adjustments. Now it's time to actually start a character side quest. You definitely want to do Roxis's, because that's, of course, will lead to him getting his mana. There, spoiler alert. And as usual, Roxis is annoyed because people are talking while he's trying to do his research. I don't know why you gotta be quiet like that. You would think a place like this would be very noisy anyway, but hey, what do I know about workshops? I'm not an alchemist. How about you drinking, Flay? How about you drinking? Thanks for the words of encouragement, Pamela. Quiet for what? You're not the only person in this workshop. Are you sure it's useless? Well, you didn't have to emphasize it, Roxis. I mean, and for some reason, if you don't know what the library is, it's the research center. Those are interchangeable. Now, I haven't actually shown off the class dungeon because there's really nothing there, but we'll see it at one point. Actually, we'll be seeing it this chapter, but because there's nothing there. And Well, there's stuff there, but it's not really interesting. Like, at all. It only gets interesting during a character side quest. Now that's the way to look at the silver lining there, Vane. So now we have to go to the research center. Oh, I'm sorry, resource center. And with this, all we have to do is talk to, I think, one character here, and we talk to her. She says to go to Millennium Tree. You only have to talk to one person, because then now our next location is the Millennium Tree. And pretty much, you go back to here, and here's our advance. Now you see how far we are into the Millennium Tree. There's a reason why I say make that Plosion. Seems like he's trying to get the Mana of Light. That's a good point. Huh. I didn't know Mana generally have preferences, but that's something to know. Long enough. I've been staying here long enough. Aww. No actual name, just a Mana of Light. Oh, wow. Well, at least this Mana has a permanent. Oh, that's off. That's off. That's the best thing I can actually say to that. And here's the reason why. You need to give him yes, Mana of Light's a he. You need to give him a Plosion. And if you didn't have one, that means you would have to walk all the way out here and walk, or get out here and walk all the way back through here. But since you have one, I'll just give it to him. Makes my job so much easier. Well, I was given this Mana Plosion because he asked for one. I was trying to help a brother out, but apparently... No, that's your Mana that's doing that. I'm just trying to help you out. Huh. Oh, laugh it up there, Mana. Laugh it up. You're getting off on this, aren't you? Yeah, he actually never promised that. You gotta listen, Vane. I guess that's a lesson for life? I don't know. Well, we still have more character side quests to do. At least 2 more. And we're going to get our nice little items. And we're going to finish off this chapter in the next couple of videos. See you then.